Recording in progress. Happy New Year, everyone. I'll give it just another moment. Have another little sip of tea. I hope everyone is doing well. Thanks for spending some time with me. Either now or in the recording, we're all connected. Bring the public playlist so that we do not get shut down. All right. Let's all take one deep breath. Connecting our hearts. Closing out the distractions of the outside world. I am so imagining being in a forest in Costa Rica, listening to the birds, feeling the humid air. I am in Connecticut, I am not in Costa Rica. Lush. I can almost smell the beautiful vibrancy. Of the earth. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and move into our bodies. Rubbing our palms together, creating a little friction. Starting to bring our awareness into our body and into this moment. Connecting to our breath. Connecting to our body. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you for the presence of this body. Oh, thank you for the warm feeling, the friction I created in my hands. Let's enliven some of our energies, shall we? Let's see. Is it moving? It's moving, it's moving. Awesome. I'm going to ask you to, whoops, too much. Tap just under your collarbone. Just under your collarbone. I am now sharing an office with my son, and so the camera gets moved because he's much taller than me. Okay, tap just underneath your collarbone. You can almost feel there's a little indent there. That's going to wake up our energy system. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Do that 2 more times, still tapping. You can do it gently. Do it enough that you can actually feel some of the vibration. Bring that air as far down into your body as you can. Breathing out. Squeeze the belly, squeeze the organs, like bringing out. See if you can breathe all the way down to your knees. And feel that expansion, and then bring it out. Beautiful. Continue that tapping as we tap on the thymus. Right here, kind of between the breast, sternum, that's the thymus gland. Especially with all the crud going around, this helps stimulate the immune system. I woke up this morning with a little sore throat and a little nasally, so I'm really tapping that. Same breath, as far down as you can bring that air. Release and bring it out. up the immune system, all those cells that fight so hard. Releasing out the crud. Get the vibration going of life force. Breathe out the stagnant. It's a new year. Breathe out the stagnant. Under the ribs, right underneath your armpit, straight down, bra line. Same thing, in through the nose. Big baby breath, baby belly. Let it all hang out. Nobody's watching you. Bring it out. And then finally, underneath the pupils of your eyes, much more gently, stomach meridian. Awaken that gut instinct. Awaken the brain and the energies in the gut. One more good breath there. Oh, that feels delightful. Hi. Good to see y'all. Happy New Year. So, it's kind of remarkable that January 1st also falls on our Thursdays. And we're going to be together every Thursday if you are sitting in with us in the Oasis, or I also welcome you in. Bring in your friends, bring in your family, and we are going to create an incredible year for ourselves this year. 2026, it's a fresh start, and we have multiple opportunities for this fresh start. So you have heard, I'm sure, because it's all over the place in numerology, this is a 1 year, so that also means fresh start. Not that we needed additional, but in case you need that 2x4 over the head to say it's a fresh start, it's really a fresh start. It is the start of almost, the start of the one, it's almost like a start of a new decade, so a new era, a new dawning. And then Pantone has also cultivated the color of the year. I don't know why or who they are, but I will also link one article that I pulled up. There are a number of different articles, but there's one article in particular on CNN that describes it beautifully, why they chose white as the color of the year. And more specifically, it is the shade of white called Cloud Dancer. Oops, let me shut that off now. Stop sharing that. Let's come back. Okay, hi. Okay, so this shade of white, this Cloud Dancer, is noted as, described as a shade of billowy, balanced white, imbued with a feeling of serenity. So, a new beginning, a new balanced state of serenity, billowy, cloud dancing. As you envision cloud dancing, and there's a great image in the article that I will attach here, it is really opening your imagination, expansiveness, feeling free, feeling light, feeling calm. And it also represents the calming influence in a frenetic society, rediscovering the value of measured consideration and quiet reflection. Associated with new beginnings, signifies our desire for a fresh start. I am loving this so much. I mean, I don't pick and choose. And obviously it is not just me, but it is beautiful, beautiful Pardon me just a moment. I'm going to put you on mute. Okay, sorry about that. Our dog has discovered some kind of critter in our downspout, and so he is absolutely obsessed with it. But we're talking about billowy cloud dancers, so we're going to go back to that. All right. The other thing that I am creating for us, so there that goes along with this theme, but I have set up the year far in advance, and I just love how it all plays in together, that I am dubbing this month of January Permission to Pause. So we don't have to solve anything right now. We get this frenetic sense of, because the collective does, that we have to start something new, that we have to clean the slate, that we have to start the resolutions, that we have to do all of the things. We don't have to do it all right now. Yes, it is nice to feel that energy. It does feel good to start thinking about things, but not all problems, not all solutions need to be put into effect in the first day, not even the first week. I even invite you to use the month and play around. I invite you to use the entire year and play around. Take 30 days, take 21 days, whatever it is that you want to do, and play with something and see how it feels. Is this something that I really do want to adopt? And it really takes the weight off your shoulder of shoulding all over yourself. Well, I should diet. Well, I should declutter. Well, I should do this. Try it for a little while. See if it actually works for you. See if it actually feels good. Play around with different ways to incorporate those big picture things or those big feelings that you want to feel. And then, you can fine tune it and hone it and make it your own. But before we do that, what I really want to do in this permission to pause is to really take some time and be reflective over everything that you have accomplished. So this time last year, January 1st, 2025, as you looked out at your year ahead, you had similar feelings to what you're feeling now quite often. I'm sure most of us did. I know I did. And there were things that I wanted to accomplish. There were things that I wanted to accomplish that I didn't accomplish. There were things that I thought that I wanted to accomplish that got wiped clean and refined. And I thank God for that, because that wasn't where there were a lot of lessons in that, and I learned quite a bit, and I have been able to embody much wisdom from what I thought that I wanted, and I tried it out, and it didn't feel good, and it didn't work, and it didn't really fit into the life that I really wanted. So I didn't have to have all the answers. The answers that I thought that I had got refined. And that's what I want you to be able to reflect upon and know that it's okay. And for all of those things that you did accomplish, fabulous job. Congratulations. Take that. Own that. Celebrate that. We don't celebrate enough. And oftentimes we really forget about everything that we accomplished over a year and all of the changes that we incorporated in our lives. And so, if you have kept a journal, go back through your journal and just revisit. If you take a bunch of pictures, or do a bunch of posts on social, go back through those and see kind of where you were, because those are moments in time. The same thing with the photos that you have in your on your phone, and emails that you received, and appointments or dates or notes that you made in your calendar, vacations that you had, and just really kind of take it all in and reflect. Realize how incredible you are, how powerful you are, how resilient you are and the evolution. I mean, when you think about it from a big picture, from a collective perspective, think of where AI was January 1st, 2025 to where it is January 1st, 2026. It's imbued in almost everything that we do at this point. So imagine what it will be like in 365 days from now as it just compounds and compounds and compounds. And so with that, what I am really focused on this year is the wisdom that I have been able to garner for myself, which is, what do I truly value? And let what I don't value, or what expectations I feel that others have put on me, even if they haven't, even if it's my own projection, and let go of that. And really stay true to, what is the life that I love? What is it that I value? And what is it that I want to contribute to the world? And that is actually not only a huge benefit to my own life, but to all of those that I touch. Because by being in I consider that embodied integrity. And when you are out of embodied integrity, you are cutting off a bit of your life force. And so when that is cut off and constricted, it doesn't allow you to be your fullest. So, you hear about awakening, right? And the collective is awakening. What the hell does that mean? What I consider that to mean is that you are getting a broader perspective, that you are waking up to more of what is important to you. That's what I consider awakening to be. You become more aware of your surroundings. You become more aware of the information that you are taking in. You become more aware of the people around you and how they behave and what they say. And not in a judgmental way, truly in an observer role. And this works for me, this doesn't work for me. This makes me feel good, this doesn't make me feel good. I don't like how that feels in my body. Or I'm willing to try this even though it makes me uncomfortable, because I'm going to go to the edge and then I'm going to expand. That's the other part of awakening, is expansion. It allows you to get out of the microscopic little picture hole that we look through and awaken to have a broader perspective. Pardon me as I grab a tissue. So that is what I really want to focus on, not only for myself, but share that information, wisdom, and embodied integrity. Isn't that interesting that apparently I haven't quite embodied that fully, because I have this whole year. That's what I want to play with this year, but I couldn't say it. So working on that. So acknowledge everything that you've accomplished, your growth, your expansion, your lessons that you've learned, the obstacles that you had and what you learned from them, so that you don't have to go through that again. The relationships that you cultivated, deepened, or maybe even let go of. And the wisdom that you've gained throughout the year. This kind of resilience, this kind of retrospection, this kind of acknowledgement is gratitude. And with that awareness, that is expansion. That is taking it to the next level. That is enjoying the journey. That is living. That's what life is about, is growth, learning, moving. Life is meant to be loved, right? Life is meant to be lived fully, not stagnant. So by doing this retrospection as well, it is also fantastic for your nervous system. It really allows for the grounding, because you are embodying the wisdom, you're acknowledging the wisdom. If you journal, write all of those things down so that you actually can see it in a document in front of you. If you are not a written journaler, you can do it in a voice note. Put it in something like Otter or your notes message on your phone and have it transcribed. And then you'll have a written document, kind of a line in the sand, if you will. And from that nervous center grounding, that allows you to be calm. And from that place of calm, that is safety, that allows you to then feel the optimism of next year, knowing what you've already accomplished, knowing what you are capable of. That allows for optimism, future thinking and imagination and hope for the year to come. So I do invite you to do that and take a few days. This is not something that you need to rush through or feel that you should do on January 1st just because it's January 1st, but really take some time to really enjoy it. Take the entire month. Who can all of the, it took you a year to accumulate all of these memories and all of these pictures and all of these accomplishments. And so really take the time to take it in and use it as a beautiful grounding mechanism for next year or this year, 2026. So this is then going to allow you to be more intentional about what more, kind of honing in on what those pictures made you feel, what those accomplishments made you feel, and what you want more of in your life or what you want less of in your life. And so it's with that sense of intentionality then that allows you to come up with the word for the words or the sentence that you want to feel or embody for the year. And it takes you out of the mode of shoulding all of yourself. I should do this, I should do that, I should do that, because may not be how you truly want to feel, but feel that you should do for some other reason. An example of this is, a lot of people focus at this time of year on I should lose weight, or I should go to the gym, or I should work on something with my body. So I invite you, instead of shoulding all over yourself, I should lose 5 pounds. What is it that the 5 pounds, if that was not on your body right now, what would that feel like? When you reach that, if you reach that, what then? Is that going to make all of the things in your life better? Is that going to make, or the other side of that is, will it make you feel better in your clothes? Will it make you feel more comfortable in your body? Will it make your heart feel stronger? Will it allow you to have different foods in your body, which will make you feel more energized, feel more vibrant? Do you see what I'm saying? So yes, you can still have the weight loss goal or the going to the gym goal by going to the gym instead of just, I need to work on my strength training. It's going to make me feel better. It's going to make me feel more empowered. It's going to make me feel stronger. It's going to make me feel as though I am more vibrant and capable of doing things for myself. Huge difference, right? I know. And it's just those little tweaks, but taking the time to be able to do that is what is key. So, and that really opens the energy for 2026. So by being intentional about that, it's not sprinting towards burnout. It's actually being more intentional about what it is that you want more of in your life or what you want less of in your life, and allows you to really enjoy the journey. Okay, so what I really want to do next is to have you, well, let's do a little clearing. So in all of our workshops and classes for this year, I really do want to have you focus on being more in your body. That's what I am going to be focusing on this year. And here's the reason for that. We talked about AI, right? And AI is everywhere and it's going to be in everything. And as we become have more and more technology integrated into our lives, as if we didn't already, but there's going to be even more, we really need to have a balance with nature. And one of the easiest ways to have that balance in nature is to have that balance within our own body, because our body is nature, right? And in that connection into our bodies, we will have so much more ability to feel, but much more ability to have discernment, listen to our intuition, because we are more aware of our body. There are many, many, many of us that have lost that connection to our body. There might have been trauma, there may have been shame, there may have been just loss of sight of it. And so by slowly bringing your awareness back into your body, it is such an empowering way to move through life. So again, we are needing to be much more discerning than we have ever needed to be, because there is information 17 different ways, and I'm not exaggerating, and I'm not, coming at you, fire hose, all throughout the day. And so being able to be more discerning is, that just doesn't, I really don't think I need to listen to that. That really doesn't pertain to me. I don't need to take that in. And of the information that you do take in, I'm not sure that seems real. There might be a little bit of hallucinating going on with that. Or all of the offers that are probably going to be thrown at you as well. Ads on social media are now going to be auto-generated with AI. There's going to be so much content out there that is in email form, that is in social media form, that is on YouTube, that is AI generated. And again, garbage in, garbage out. We're not going to race to the lowest common denominator of what happens. The same people are feeding AI, and so it's the same lowest common denominator. So I really, really want to empower you to be able to discern what is right for you and what is not meant for you. And the greatest way to be able to do that is to be more in your body. That all being said, we're going to be doing a lot more movement as we go throughout the year in all of our workshops. In the community, I'm actually going to have a private podcast just for you guys that is Let's Go for a Walk. And it's literally just put your buds in, and it's only going to be audio. We're going to be doing contemplation. We're going to be thinking about this. I may give you some things to think about and then go walk for 20 minutes, and then we can come back together, or you can leave messages in the community. But I really want to get out and about more. You don't like sitting behind a Zoom screen. I don't like sitting behind a Zoom screen. I would much rather be able to be connected through the trees, through the air, through our breath. And that allows us to then empower others. So let's do just a little bit of alternate nostril breathing right now to clear out, come back into the now. We talked about 2025 and all of the incredible accomplishments. And then I want to spend the next just couple minutes really giving you some inspiration for how to think about 2026 and to open the energy for 2026. But right now, let's just do literally 3 rounds of breath, alternate nostril breath. I'm going to invite you, so put your hands like this and start with, if you need to blow your nose, feel free to do so. Nothing wrong with that. It's that time of year. Everybody needs to do it. Can you breathe freely? Okay. So again, some people like to put their index finger on your third eye. Breathe in 3 breaths through by using your pinky to block your left nostril. 3 breaths in. Use your thumb for your right nostril. 3 breaths out. 2 more rounds like that. That balances the hemispheres in the brain, gets us out of our head actually, and back into the now. Yay. So, that was just delightful. So the fresh start, cloud dancer and white, billowy. Yes, thinking about that. A lot of people do focus word, or 3 focus words for the day, or a focus, or look at how much I cleared myself out. Woo! Let's come back. I'm feeling my butt on the chair. I'm feeling my sits bones. I'm feeling held by my chair, by Mother Earth, grounding back into the now. Out of the ethers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so focus words for the year. You sure can do them for the day. That's what we do sometimes in Remastered Roadmap, the program. But it really sets the echo for the year. So what do I mean by echo for the year? It is, what is the reverberation that you would feel comfortable in feeling throughout the year? And so, this is something to really think about and to really be mindful and intentional about. What I do is at the beginning of every month, so I set my word or my words or my sentence for the year. And then at the top of every month calendar, my calendar for January, my calendar for February, I put those at the top as a reminder. And then as I go through my planning, I'm remembering that these are the focus words for the year. This is how I want to feel. So I'll give you an example of what I've been playing with. Embodiment, connection, and feeling are the words that I'm playing with. I may not land on those exactly, but that's what I'm playing with right now. I've been kind of sitting with them for a couple of weeks, and they feel good. So I'm going to play with them for the month of January, see if that feels good, if those are still reverberating, and if that's what I actually want to anchor in for the entirety of 2026, and allow that to be the echo that I continue to have fed back to me by how I feel. A way to be able to kind of get intentional about this, and or any other planning that you want to do for the year, is to do some candle gazing. So what I invite you to do is, if you haven't done this before, light a candle, darken the room, have the candle at eye level, so not looking down on it and not looking up at it, but eye level, so that you can really gaze at the flame. And gaze at that, kind of try and keep your eyes open, not blinking so much, but really take it in. It's fantastic for strengthening the muscles in your eye. It is fantastic for focus. It is fantastic for clarity, really getting, this is a form of meditation, and so clearing out the mind, getting some clarity, you do have one thing to focus on, and so, a lot of times in meditation, people will have you focus on your breath, but this just gives you something else to focus on. So focusing on that flame until your eyes get tired, or until you feel that you really need to take a break, or for 3 to 4 minutes, whatever comes first for you. At the point at which you need, to take a break, then close your eyes. You're still going to see the flame in your mind, kind of the impression of the flame in your occipital. And that allows you to still have that focus. And then ask yourself, ask your guides for what it is that you need to know right now at this moment. Ask to be shown or led to the information that you need to know right now. Pardon me. This is going to be a great way for you to really become much more acquainted with and discerning about the voices that you may hear, or the clairaudience that you may hear, or the clairvoyance that you may have. We all have those gifts. It allows you to really hone in on that and just take note, mental note, of what it is that you are being guided to, that you are being led to, that you're being shown, that you are being, what information is being shared. What do you need to know for 2026? What do you need to know for today? What do you need to know for the month ahead? What do you need to know for this moment? Beautiful. So this really helps you to have that embodied connection, that embodied communication, which will allow you to have more clarity and intention about what is best for you. So these are my tips for the month. Again, play with things for the whole month. Don't feel like you need to rush to something. If it is a gym thing, that you want to be going to the gym more, maybe start at home while the gym is filled with all of the people that are shooting, and start February 1st instead when people start leaving, because their intentions were not set in feeling a certain way, potentially. Maybe they are, but vast majority not. And it'll allow you to try some different things on for size. It'll allow you to get in your plan B. So if there are days that you, for whatever reason, can't get to the gym, you've already practiced your plan B for different things that you can do at home. If it's cooking, you don't have to rush out to Whole Foods or whatever right now today, and you can just start playing with incorporating more things for food. Play with different resources that you can go to. Do you know, I had so much fun the other day. I was starting to feel something coming on, and so I wanted to be able to come up with some fun recipes that are bringing in more of the rainbow. I want to eat more of the rainbow on a regular basis. And, I already eat pretty well, but I plugged into ChatGPT. I would like to eat more of the rainbow. Some of the cookbooks that I enjoy are Big Vegan. Oh my God, it's time for me to go. Big Vegan Flavor, because there's great flavor in there. Fiber Fueled, because there are great recipes that are plant-based. I'm not 100% plant-based. And these are the types of cuisine that my family and I enjoy. So Mexican, Chinese, Korean, Italian. I'm gluten-free and dairy-free. And so I would love to have you come up with a 30-day, and I started with a dinner meal plan that incorporates more of the rainbow. I would like to have 30 different fruits or vegetables a week. Share with me what you have as far as menu ideas. So it's not going to give you the exact recipe, but it's going to give you menu ideas. And some of the things were incredible. So play around. Use AI for good. And yeah, just play around even with different ideas for workouts. Use your discernment on what seems right for you, what feels good for you. Connect in the community, share resources, love that. Share different ideas, and have an incredible January. Stay well, stay healthy. Remember that you can tap on your body to keep the glands working, the whole energy system working. Love you, love you, love ya. See you soon in the community or in the next workshop. All my best.